Well, welcome everybody to another edition of the Unscripted Sports Show. I'm your host, MoneyE. I'm back with the NBA trade deadline reaction and recapping all the trades that happened yesterday, deadline day, and my reaction to most of the trades. Some of the trades are not even worth talking about. And then there's some I will hold on. I'll give grades to most of it. And let's pop that up. Let's go to Shannon first. Let's do this. I mean, obviously the Luka trade. Luka to the Lakers last week. It was last weekend. It happened on Saturday, early Sunday morning, and I already gave my reaction to that. I want to give some. I want to do some reactions. I want to show some reactions for that too. I thought there were some pretty good reactions from the players themselves. I want to show that. Luka trade. Here's the reaction from AD. What he
base. What is that like for you to kind of walk in to that situation, and what do you anticipate in terms of kind of the response?
I understand it. I mean, obviously it's a business, and I get who Luka was to this franchise, to this city. I'm never going to downplay that. So I'm not surprised by the fans' reaction and the city's reaction. At the end of the day, I'm going to get a city, get them life back. Obviously it's a tough transition. It was a shock, to all. But like I said, my job to come in and play basketball and win basketball games.
This is frankly a heartbroken fan base. What is that like for you to kind of walk in to that situation?
Let's see. There's some player reactions I want to try to find.
Yeah, I think so.
Oop, my bad. I'm trying to. There we go. There we go. Here's the deadline trades that happen. You got Luka to the Lakers, 80 to the Mavs, Fox to the Spurs, Jimmy to the Warriors, Levine to the Kings, Kuz to the Bucks, Middleton to the Wiz, and Ingram to the Raptors. I can't find reactions. Hold on, let me trade.
The Lakers have traded Anthony Davis to the Dallas Mavericks in exchange for Luka Doncic. What? In a 3-team deal. Dave, we're just receiving word of a massive trade in the NBA. The Lakers have traded Anthony Davis to the Dallas Mavericks in exchange for Luka Doncic. What? In a 3-team deal. You can listen to that on SportsCenter later on tonight with Kevin Connors and Amina Smith after this game. They'll have everything. Dave, we're just receiving word of a massive trade in the NBA. The Lakers have traded Anthony Davis to the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah. I love it. And then there.
Medicals approved before with a calf strain right now.
Right.
And under league rules, you have to get medicals approved before a trade happens. So obviously, the Lakers, if they are,
and that's the case for a lot of people. Yeah. Now Matisse has had that face on ever since Denny came over here, and I showed Denny because Denny didn't believe me. Now they're still trying to figure it out.
That was fascinating.
And so it is a stunning development.
And just around us here, all the folks that are looking at their phones, scanning their phones, and the chatter you can.
I'll be right back. Luka got traded to the Lakers. Go to Bleacher Report.
Oh, no way.
I'll be right back. Luka got traded to the Lakers. Go to Bleacher Report.
Oh, no way.
I'll be right back. Luka got traded.
I think these are it. I thought there was some player ones, but I can't find them. Oh, here. Here are the player ones. If you can see it. Yeah. But that's it. Now let's talk about all these other trades. There's more important trades. There's other trades that happened that I want to talk about. But yeah. Hold on. Let me try to fix this. I'm trying to fix something. Oh. Hold on. I messed up that. Look better? Yeah, I guess that's a little better. I'll fix it later. Let's react to this. Darren Fox got traded to the Spurs the next day. Oh, by the way, I give the Lakers a B- for that trade. I give the Mavs a B+, a B- too. I think the Mavs did it because they didn't want to extend Luka and Luka. I think Luka needed a wake up call to get in shape and all that. He's always out of shape, so hopefully he gets his, because he's a great player. We know that, so he can get in shape and start to care about getting in shape. Maybe people will take him seriously. Yeah. I'm gonna change this. This is let's try this one. That one's better. For now, I'll do that. Yeah. So that way, I give each of them B- minuses for the trade. The Aaron Fox to the Spurs, I give the Spurs an A- for that. Give the Kings a C+. I give the Bulls a D. I think it was a great trade for the Spurs. They get their point guard, team up with Wama, if I say VW, I call him. I can't pronounce his name. Or Vince, Victor Wama. I call him Wama. I'm probably not saying that wrong, but whatever. And then the Mavs deal for Cameron Martin and the swap for Quentin Grimes. I give the Mavs a C+ for that. I give the Sixers a C for that. It is a meaningless trade for both teams. I mean, Martin gives the Mavs some toughness, and the Sixers lose some toughness, but they gain a guy that can shoot the three a little bit. I guess it works for both teams. I liked Martin. I thought he brought toughness to the team. And you're trading away a tough guy, you're training a guy that's tough and bring it on the court. He brings toughness, and the Sixers trade that away. Who brings that now? they don't have any guy that I don't think is tough on the Sixers. I think the Sixers are soft. Maybe Maxey. But I'm talking about like a forward. That's tough. Because I think Paul George is soft and B's soft at times. Yeah, so I'm not gonna get in a rant with the Sixers right now because I can go on and on. I can go on and on for that. I can go like 2 hours with Sixers rant. Maybe not 2 hours, but yeah. So and then Daniel Tice to the Thunder. I guess that's just a move. I don't know. That doesn't do anything for me. So I give that a D. That's nothing. Pelicans just get rid of that. Rockets get Springer. That's another D. Who cares? Valanciunas to the Kings. That's just giving them some depth at center. Who cares? C- for that. Kuzma for Chris Middleton. That's a wacko trade that the Bucks did. I gave the Bucks a D for that. Who cares about Kyle Kuzma? He sucks. Chris Middleton is washed, but at least the Wizards get a veteran unless they buy him out. They'll probably buy him out, so he'll probably go to the Lakers or something. So it means nothing. Brandon Ingram to the Raptors. I don't know what the Pelicans are thinking. Raptors get another guy. That's like they already have Scotty Barnes and RJ Barrett. So I give the Pelicans a D for that, for trading away Brandon Ingram. I give the Raptors a C+ for that. Because they just add another forward that's like Scotty Barnes and RJ Barrett. So that it doesn't do anything for me. Jimmy Butler to the Warriors. That was the other big trade. That was the third big trade this week. That was the third block. There was only 3 blockbuster trades, and others were mid to net meh. Other trades were either mid-tier, meh, or means nothing, which is salary dump. So Jimmy Butler to the Warriors. I give the Warriors a B for that. I mean, I clown Jimmy Butler all the time now because he is a clown. I think he's a crybaby, but he's still a good player. I don't deny that he's still a good player, but he is kind of washed. But him going to the Warriors maybe it brings new life to Jimmy Butler, because every time Jimmy Butler goes to a new team, he tends to find new life. So going to a new team, new organization like the Warriors, their culture is similar to the Heat. When he went to the Heat, Heat and Warriors are winning organizations. I mean, the Heat were Pat Riley, but Warriors have been a winning organization for the last decade. So him going to the Warriors is similar culture, but maybe not. Maybe kind of a different culture than the Miami Heat. But he goes to the Warriors. Every time he goes to a new team, he tends to go off and goes off in the playoffs. So maybe this is a new fresh start for Jimmy Butler again. I'm not as a big fan as I was before, because he cried his way out of Minnesota, and then he cried his way out of Chicago. No, he cried his way out of Chicago and in Minnesota, and then he was a Sixer, so I liked him. And then I liked him in Miami at first, and then he got injured. He was injury prone. And going to the Warriors, he doesn't have to be the man, because he had Steph Curry and Draymond, who are the faces of the franchise. So Jimmy Butler going to the Warriors, I think, is a B for the Warriors, because he doesn't have to be the guy. He can be the third. He's going to be the second option, maybe even the third, because they have other players that they can rely on, and then have to be just Jimmy, because they have Steph Curry, who is the face of the franchise. But Jimmy doesn't have to be the face of the franchise. He doesn't have to be the leader. He doesn't have to be that. He can just play his game and hope the Warriors get into the playoffs. Maybe they make a run. I don't know. You never know. So I give the Jimmy Butler trade a B. I think it's a good trade for the Warriors. Mark Williams going to the Lakers, I think that's a B plus. I think Mark Williams is a young stud center, 7'1", I think 7'1". I traded for him in 2K for the Sixers. I traded Embiid, but I think he's a beast. He can rebound, he can block. He needs to improve his offensive game, but hey, he's only 21 years old, I think. 21 years old, so he's still young. He's going to the Lakers. He's playing with Luka and LeBron. He is perfect for him. So I gave the Lakers I actually give them an A for this because they got a good young player, good young center that can score inside, that can block and play defense. He's going to be a defensive minded center, so I like the trade for the Lakers. Jokic going to the Hornets. That's just the Hornets replacing their center. Two centers that they traded away the last month. In Richards and Mark Williams, they're two young centers away. And now they get a veteran in Jokic. So I give them a B for that because Jokic is still a good center. He can rebound, he can score. And I think it's just veteran leadership for them. Jokic wasn't going to get... It's funny that Jokic goes to the Hornets after the Suns traded for their center. So I don't know why Jokic was in the original deal that the Suns and Hornets made originally. Oh, the Lakers trade. The Lakers traded. Let me see. Who did they trade? They traded trade details. The Hornets get Dalton Connect, Cam Reddish, 30 pick swap, and 31 first round unprotected. I give the Hornets a B minus for that too, because they get a good player in Dalton Connect who can shoot the three, who is in running for Rookie of the Year, who could still be in the running now because he's going to get playing time. And they get 2 first round picks. And then they get, So, and then this Hornets make a trade with the Suns again. This time, after they traded away Nick Richards to the Suns, a month later, they trade for the guy that Nick Richards is replacing in Phoenix, and now Jokic replacing Richards in the Hornets, but it was in the original trade that they made. This is the second trade they have made in the last month between the Hornets and Suns. I don't know why Jokic wasn't in the original trade, but hey, I guess the Hornets decided, hey, we should have got Jokic in the first place. Now they get a 2026 first round pick. They traded Cody Martin and I can't pronounce his name, but they traded him to the Suns. It gives the Suns some depth. I give the Suns a C plus for that. I give the Hornets get Jokic a B for that. DeAndre Hunter to the Cavaliers, another mid-tier trade. I give the Cavs a B plus for that. They get a shooter. A 3-point shooter. I don't know what the Hawks were thinking, so I give the Hawks an F for that. Marcus Smart to the Wizards. The Wizards got Marcus Smart and Middleton. The worst team in the league got 2 veterans. They're probably going to buy those 2 guys out. And it wouldn't surprise me if Marcus Smart ends up back in Boston. Don't be surprised if Marcus Smart is bought out and he goes back to Boston. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes back to Boston. Everybody goes back to Boston. And then Middleton, I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up with the Lakers. I think he would be a good fit for the Lakers. So I gave the Wizards a C for that. And then the Grizzlies get Martin Bradley and Johnny Davis. Grizzlies just salary dump, so I don't even give a grade for them because I give them a D plus for that. Clippers get Bogdanovic, a shooter, sniper, shooter, Terrence Man, and bonus. I give the Clippers a C plus for that. The Hawks, I'll give them a C. And then there's 21 buyouts that could happen. PJ Tucker has somehow been traded by 3 different teams in 5 days. Ha! PJ Tucker. You got traded. And then you got Dennis Schwarber that got traded from. He got traded from Brooklyn to the Warriors. And then a month later, he get a little more than a month later, he gets traded from the Warriors to the Jazz, and then the Jazz to Detroit. And now PJ Tucker, another player gets traded in 3 different teams in 5 days. He gets traded from the Clippers to the Jazz. And then wait. And then he was traded from the Heat to the Raptors. So you got PJ Tucker that's got 3 times. That's crazy, and he could be a buyout too. That's crazy. PJ Tucker gets traded 3 times in 5 days, and then you got Dennis Schwarber got traded twice in 2 days too. So you got Dennis, and who could be a buyout. So it's crazy. Now let's look at the buyouts that could happen. $31 candidates for buyouts. Springer, Trey Jones, Ben Simmons. Yep, I'm surprised at that. Yep. Martin Morris, Patrick Brown, Alex Lynn, Johnny Davis, Steph Curry, Mo Bamba, Cam Reddish, Daniel Tice. See, some of these deals were just for salary dump. James Wiseman, Malcolm Brogdon, Rookie of the Year, former Rookie of the Year, Bruce Brown, Dennis Schroeder. See, he could end up back somewhere. PJ Tucker, he can end up with another team. Tony Gray, and Josh Richardson, Reggie Jackson, Ty Gibson. Is Marcus Smart and Chris Middleton not eligible to get bought out? I'm surprised that they're not on this list. But let's look at all. I think I got through all the trades. think that's all the trades that have happened. Yeah, I think I went through all the trades that happened. Yeah. So there was 3 blockbuster trades: the Luka trade, the Aaron Fox trade, and then the Jimmy Butler trade. Oh, and then other trades, you got Chris Middleton. Wasn't a blockbuster, but it was a swap. It was a mid-tier. And you got Marcus Smart, who got traded. That's a mid-tier, and all the others were just basically a salary dump trade, and then most of them were going to be bought out. So it was a wild NBA trade deadline, as always. Right, who's over? Who are you talking about, Daniel? You talking about Jimmy? It was a good trade deadline. You got 3 blockbusters that started last week. Kevin Durant didn't get traded. Embiid didn't get traded. Paul George didn't get traded. Not that Embiid was on the market, but Paul George didn't get traded. I wish he did. Yeah. So in about less than half an hour, I'll be on with my buds Daniel and Doug and Clint for Wrestling Through the Years. We'll be ranking all the Rumbles, men's and women's. So that should be fun. Join us for that in less than half an hour. 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Wrestling Through the Years channel. Links are in the description, and that's it. I graded up. I think that's it. I don't have anything else in the trade deadline other than Luka getting traded, which was the biggest surprise. One of the biggest surprises in years. Jimmy Butler getting traded wasn't a surprise. Glad that he didn't get traded to 76ers because we don't need him. Him and Paul George are basically the same. We didn't need to swap them just to make them be happy. But and then the Aaron Fox trade I thought was the best trade of 3 blockbusters because I think him and Wama are going to fit great together. I think the Aaron Fox is it's a good player. I've always been a fan of him. So it'd be fun to see him and Wama playing together, and maybe they get another star in the offseason and they make a playoff run next year. I think they make a playoff run this year too, but we'll see. And I'll catch you in about 20 minutes, guys. Later.